We're at the halfway point of Route to 23. So after a few more trainer fights, we should make it to Victory Road by the end of this part. Okay, after I get to know this guy, there should be about 3 more trainers left on all of Route to 23. Oh, 4 Pokemon? Well, good thing I saved this guy for this part because towards the end of the last part, I had a feeling that this guy had a lot of Pokemon on his team and it looks like I was right. So yeah, there was no way I could take down 4 Pokemon with the amount of time I had last video, so good thing I saved this guy for this part. Anyway, let's get down to business. As of right now, there's a 7-star Terrorate battle event going on in Scarlet and Violet featuring the Mighty Swampert. That event started yesterday on May 31st, and it'll end tomorrow on June 2nd. But if you miss out on the event, then it'll come back on June 7th, and it'll end on June 9th. Okay, its level is 100, its ability is Damp, its Terra type is Poison, its nature is Relaxed, and its moveset consists of Earthquake, Hydro Pump, Sludge Wave, and Liquidation. And its additional moves include Muddy Water and Yawn. So, how would I go about that Swampert? Well, I would go with either Gastrodon, Vaporeon, or Slowbro. Well, actually, as a matter of fact, before I make this video, I managed to successfully capture that Swampert. Wasn't easy, I can tell you that much. And the Pokemon I did use to capture that Swampert was Vaporeon. So my Vaporeon had Psychic as its Terra type, along with the moves Calm Mind, Sword Power, Acid Armor, and Terra Blast. Also, its held item was the Shell Bell, so that way I can get a little bit of HP back. Oh yes, before I continue, see the Pokeballs to the left of the bottom screen? Yeah, whenever you see one of your Pokeballs shaking, that means one of your Pokemon is close to getting a level. Yeah, I'm not really sure why I'm mentioning this now. I guess it's because, I guess it must have slipped my mind. Yeah, I meant to talk about that some time ago, but I guess I just forgot about that. So, yeah, whenever you see one of your Pokeballs shaking on the bottom screen, one of your Pokemon is close to getting a level. Anyway, back to 7-star Swampert. Well, first off, I had to, boost up my defenses so that way I could take Swampert hits more easily. Well, for the most part, it goes with either Earthquake or Sludge Wave. It barely even goes for Hydro Pump or Liquidation. At the start of the battle, it does go for Muddy Water, but thanks to Vaporeon's ability, I won't have to worry about taking any water attacks from that Swampert. Of course, that Swampert does have the power to get rid of my stat modifications, and it did just that. So yeah, I had to boost up my stats that way Sword Power will do a little bit more damage. And in the end, I managed to capture it, although it took me about 30 minutes to an hour to capture that thing. I guess it's because I was doing something wrong, and yeah, I can confirm that I was doing something wrong. I guess it's because I wasn't really attacking it all that much, and I really had to so that way I could charge up my Terra Orb, so that way I could Terastallize my Vaporeon. Yeah, I was so focused on boosting up my stats that something like that didn't even occur to me, that I had to attack it so that way my Terra Orb will be charged up. And as for Gastrodon, well, first off, Storm Drain will make it so that way you don't have to worry about Swampert's water attacks. Well, I did say it starts off using Muddy Water, and if that does happen, then Gastrodon will get a special attack boost thanks to its ability. But I did say it doesn't usually go for water moves all that much. It usually goes for either Earthquake or Sludge Wave. So, yeah, I'm not really sure if using Gastrodon against that Swampert is a good idea. Oh yes, Golduck is Water Psychic in this game. Yeah, looking at this thing, it kind of looks like it should be Water Psychic, but it's just pure water in the original games. So that's why the screen said it's super effective. Okay, back to that 7-star Swampert. I was thinking, is there a way that Gastrodon could boost its special attack stat? But I don't think there's any moves that Gastrodon can learn that involves boosting its special attack stat. So I think you might have to rely on Swampert going for either Hydro Pump, Liquidation, or Muddy Water, so that way Gastrodon will get a special attack boost. But as I said, it doesn't use water moves all that much. It usually goes for either Earthquake or Sludge Wave. Of course, if you want to know how to take care of that Swampert, I'll provide a link in the movie description, so that way you can see what Pokemon you could use. That way you could get the Swampert for yourself. As for the ability Damp, which is its hidden ability, yeah, I'm not a huge fan of that ability since I don't really see Pokemon blow up too much. Well, if you are planning on using any Pokemon that are capable of blowing up or maybe learning moves like self-destruct or explosion, well, even if it didn't have damp, the Swampert that is, yeah, I don't think self-destruct or explosion is going to do all that much damage. Since you're dealing with a 7-star Pokemon after all, yeah, those things don't mess around. As for Slowbro, well, I'm not really sure what moves I would put on Slowbro. Yeah, prior to the 7-star Swampert event coming out, I was thinking, well, it's probably going to have some ground-type moves on it, and yeah, it looks like it is going to have a ground-type move on it in the form of Earthquake. But I'm pretty sure it doesn't have anything that could deal with Psychic-type Pokemon. And yes, I was right. Yeah, I was thinking, can Swampert learn any Psychic-type moves or something that could score super effective hits on Psychic-type Pokemon? Like Dark, Ghost, or Bug? No, it can't. So, yeah, I guess Psychic-type Pokemon are the way to go. Oh yes, about Gastrodon, I forgot to mention that I guess you can make it Terra-type ground, so that way you won't have to worry about taking Water-type moves to the face, since Storm Drain will prevent you from taking damage from Water-type moves, and your special attack stat will get boosted. Although, if Swampert does get rid of your stat modifications or your ability, then I guess you could use Protects, that way Hydro Pump, Liquidation, or Muddy Water won't hit you. Okay, that Ice Beam didn't do a whole lot of damage. I'm not surprised since Giratina is pretty sturdy. Had Torterra been the one facing that Vaporeon, then I would have worried a little bit, since Torterra has that quad weakness to Ice. So yeah, overall, that 7-star Swampert wasn't really a huge issue, even though it took me almost an hour to capture it since I was doing something wrong. Of course, there were some other Pokemon that I saw on, I guess the website that I was looking at, so that way I could see what Pokemon I could use against that Swampert, and the majority of them consisted of legendary Pokemon, like Latios, Mewtwo, Mew, and I think Cresselia as well. Although I'm not really sure if Cresselia is the right Pokemon to use against that Swampert, because Cresselia is not really much of a attacking Pokemon. It's more of a defensive Pokemon. You'll see once I eventually get it later on in the game as a team member. Okay, got a rare candy over here, and I saw somebody to the left of the screen, and okay, there he is. Okay, this should be the last trainer in all of Route 223, so after I get done with this trainer, we'll officially be on Lily of the Valley Island. Yes, the entrance to Victory Road is also called that. I'm not really sure why, but I did hear about that in the anime. And as for its nature, Relax, well, I know that lowers speed, but I don't quite recall which stat gets boosted from Relax nature, since I'm not a huge fan of that nature all too much. I'm usually more like Adamant or Modest, or maybe a neutral nature kind of guy. Oh yes, I did say that additionally, Swampert can use Yawn. It did go for Yawn, but not on me, thank freaking God. I think it went for Yawn on one of my partner's Pokemon. Well, for the most part, I did get poisoned because of Sludge Wave, but I don't think it really mattered all that much. Of course, I seem to recall that thing scoring 2 critical hits on me, and that really pissed me off. But in the end, I somehow managed to capture it. Yeah, even with all the stat boosts in the world, it won't mean a damn thing if I take a critical hit. Oh man, I thought I was going to take down that Gyarados. Well, it looks like Intimidate is really doing the job right. Well, for one thing, Hurricane's not doing a whole lot of damage, since Gyarados is not much of a special attacker. Yeah, I learned that the hard way when I used that thing back in Emerald. Well, it was because I couldn't get access to Feebas, because, yeah, I think you know the reason why. Okay, this was the last trainer on Route 223, so I'm free to make it to the entrance to Victory Road, also known as Lily Up the Valley Island, as soon as I get past this wild Mantine, of course. Now, as for this Victory Road, well, some people seem to find it a little bit confusing. Not me, because I played this game for a very long time, so I know the path by heart. So in a game like this, the only 8 gems I need consist of Surf, Waterfall, and Rock Climb. Although, if you're playing the original games, then you're also going to need Strength and, I believe, Rock Smash as well. Well, good thing I don't have to do that kind of shit in this game. Oh yes, I believe in Diamond and Pearl, the entrance to Victory Road was kind of small, but looks like the entrance is now a little bit bigger. Okay, before I talk to those people, I'm just gonna heal up real quick, so that way I can enter Victory Road in tip-top shape. Now, about the trainers in Victory Road, well, the majority of them are gonna have like 5 Pokemon on their team, so that means I could spend quite a while in Victory Road. Yeah, I'm just kind of remembering what happened in Volt White, where I think a lot of the trainers had like 6 Pokemon or something. I should draw up a map. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that since, as I said, I know the way through Victory Road by heart. So yeah, these guys are gonna have a lot of Pokemon on their teams, so yeah, I'm gonna be here for quite a while. Okay, so I think I have to start in the middle, and then at some point I'm gonna go up the stairs, which will take me to, I believe, the top floor of Victory Road, and then there's another staircase that will take me to the middle part of Victory Road, which is where I am right now, and then I have to follow a pathway that takes me to the basement floor, and then there's another staircase that will take me to the middle part again, and that's going to take me to the exit of Victory Road. But unfortunately, I'm not going to make it to the exit of Victory Road because, well, get this. In a game like this, well, there's an alternate way out of Victory Road, and that's going to lead to, I believe, Route 224. But before I make it over there, I'm going to encounter another stat trader named Marley. Yeah, I have to accompany Marley through Victory Road before I have any chance of getting to the Pokemon League. And the reason for that is because, well, I believe Dawn is over on Route 224, so yeah, I have to fight her first, and then I have to make my way all the way back to Victory Road, so that way I could make it to the Pokemon League. Yeah, I guess Joanna really wanted us to go to Route 224 and fight Dawn, and then only then can we go over to the Pokemon League. So yeah, I'm going to be spending extra time in Victory Road. Yeah, when I first saw this, I wasn't too happy about that, but yeah, what's done is done. Okay, there are quite a few Pokemon here, such as Hariyama, as you just saw, Rhydon, as well as, what else is in here? Golbat, yeah, obviously, since they fight Golbat in caves. As for other Pokemon, well, I don't quite recall. Yeah, there's a plethora of Pokemon here, so yeah, I guess we'll see one way or another as I progress further into Victory Road. Once again, it's worth mentioning Noctowl is Psychic Flying, so that's why I went with Shadow Force. Yeah, once again, it doesn't even look like Noctowl is a normal flight. It looks like it should be Psychic Flying. I guess Game Freak wanted us to start off with the early game normal flying once you play the Johto games, and yeah, I guess that's the reason why Hoot Hoot and Noctowl are not Psychic Flying types. Okay, let's go with Uxie, why not? Now, I'm not really sure if this is true, but I'm pretty sure Pidgeot has No Guard as an ability, and that's so because that's the ability of Mega Pidgeot. Well, I don't think I ever played around with Mega Pidgeot all that much, simply because, well, I think Mega Pidgeot first made its appearance in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, and as you know, I don't think Pidgey is in those games, so yeah, there's no way I could play around with Mega Pidgeots. Oh yes, Farfetch here. I believe Farfetch is supposed to be fighting flying in this game. Well, after all, in Sword and Shield, Galarian Farfetch is a fighting type, so yeah, I guess it's only fitting that Farfetch is a fighting type here. Although, I'm not really sure which came out first, this game or Sword and Shield. Well, one of the two. As for Dodrio, well, everything is the same about Dodrio. Nothing different. So yeah, years ago, yeah, I guess I was trying to trek my way through Victory Road, and somehow I managed to make it to the end. I'm not really sure how I managed to do that. But as I said, as of right now, I memorized the pathway by heart, so yeah, I'm not going to get confused as to where I'm going. Okay, I don't think I have any more time to do anything, so looks like I'm just going to grab that item over there, and I'll call it an episode. Okay, next time, we're going to progress further into Victory Road, and hopefully make a whole lot of progress. See you next time.